Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm freshly showered at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's been a lazy Sunday. I've been doing bits and pieces, but I thought I would come on here today and talk to you about this one. So I thought what I would do is to share with you my initial impressions or first impressions having used this beauty last weekend. I went out to London for the day with a couple of friends. Quite a lot of walking, a lot of commuting. Went to Harrods, went to Hermes. That was really good and didn't do a lot of shopping, but I am going to show you what I bought right here. And actually I might do that first and then let's talk about the bag. So we'll pop her there out of the way of any makeup. Firstly, for anyone, if anyone's interested, I bought the Coco collection. So I actually bought the whole of the Coco collection by Victoria Beckham. But here is the eyeshadow quad, which you can see there. I've used this. This is what I've been trying to get. I bought the Chanel buttons one. It just wasn't quite doing it. I wanted the tones to look like this and they weren't. So, oh, sorry, shaking everything here. And they weren't, so wasn't happy. But I'm going to use this as my mirror and show you what I did get in here because we're going to do a little try on. That may be a clue as to what's in here. So yes, I bought more Louis Vuitton beauty. I did some try-ons. So when you try on in store, they give you these there's like a plastic section that fits on underneath this, that just clips onto. And then the lid, it's a bit fiddly because everything's so small. The lid comes off and you can see there that you have a little miniature lipstick, which is fresh and clean for you, and you get to try it on. So I wasn't interested in the mattes, only interested in the satin because I find the mattes just too matte, and at my age, nothing drying. We don't want anything drying out. Nothing drying out is good. So I tried on 3 different satins. So there's that one. There was a bit of a brighter one. This is 600. So that's a bit brighter. So that'd be a nice summer shade actually. It was really nice. And then I asked them for a sample and they gave me this. So this is different, not to be confused with the little flat samples that come with the little brush they also have. This is the same as those, see? So this is in the Rouge monogram. What's it called? Monogram Rouge. So 896, the classic colour that everybody's been having. And I'm a little bit in love with it, I have to say. I think that could be a future purchase, but refill. So in here we have the lipstick and the receipt. Now I did get the full lipstick, not the refill, because I wanted it to match what I've already got. So you can see the receipt there. Yes, it was £120, but you'll see what's missing. No black pouch. So when I bought my lip balm, controversy here, controversy. When I bought my lip balm, it came with this velvet pouch here. Sorry about the noise. When people walk past my house, they shout and scream. I don't know why. So yeah, we've got this velvet pouch, which I found really, really tight. And I got that when I got my lip balm, which I'm actually just slotting into this Hermes pouch here. But I love the lip balm packaging, but what was happening was the black, I mean, this is terrible. The black dye from the pouch was coming out onto the white balm cases. So basically what they've done is instead of fix the issue, they've just stopped giving these out altogether. Now luckily, other than just trying it on the once, I never use this pouch, so my balm is absolutely fine and as creamy white as the packaging ever was. So that is all good. I got mine in Joyride. Do like the monogram one as well. Yeah. But if I wanted to, I could use this pouch on the lipstick, was my point. So let's unbox, and then I'm going to try on with you. I've not worn this yet. Really wanted to. And actually part of my reason for filming this is I can then bin all the packaging. I'm not keeping the packaging. Stunning as this packaging is. There it is. Take the lipstick out. You can see there the gorgeous box. And yeah, it's a nice case. Look, it's got a nice magnetic catch to it. You've got the little window so you can see-ish what it is there, not perfectly. And there she is. Let me show you this colour. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Now I wanted to go in and try on in store because you never really know. And actually ended up buying exactly what I thought I would have done just from going by the website. Now if I just unscrew this, how do we take this out again? No idea. Doesn't it just, oh, oops. Or I could just smush it all over my hand and ruin it. Why can't I remember how this goes? Oh, there we go. Yeah, anyway. Clips in and out. We've got, this is 108 Silk and Spice. Everything is there on the packaging. So I'm going to pop this on for you. I just thought I would show you before we talk about the P9. There you go. So straight out the bullet. That is what she looks like. What do you think? I just wanted something that wasn't too much, that had a bit of warmth to it, but wasn't too orange and wasn't too brown. Something that was quite everyday. And then I've got this Farah Hamidi in Riche Smudge and Contour Lip Pencil. So that's a brown colour, and I really like this. And it's quite nice sometimes just to go over. Like so. And again, you could overline the lips if you wanted to. Just put those bits away. But I don't really like to do that. Let's bring you in a bit closer so you can see. Is that better? You're like, no, go back. Go back! Anyway, so that's me. I'm quite happy with that. And just to show you this, it's just so tight. So if I show you with the black lipstick, you can see there, it goes in. I'm really glad I've got it. It goes in, it fits lovely, it's nice and tight. It's not going to fall out. But if you want to go, right, I'm going to go and use my lipstick now and put it on, I'll just take it out of my posh Louis Vuitton pouch. There we go. It's not great. Anyway, it's an option. And like I say, the Hermes ones, although they look a lot smaller, as you can see, look, there's just a lot more give in it. Like I say, it's not quite long enough, but if you just wanted to give it some protection, you quickly could, and let's face it, I've got enough of those. So that was that. I just thought I would show you. Any more lipsticks that I get or any more balms that I get, and I probably will, I like the formula and I like the colours. So there we go. Let's talk about the P9 then. Probably what some of you are here for, but I wanted to share with you. How did I find her? I honestly can say I loved using this bag. She's getting squishier and squishier. I wore her crossbody. I was in London, so I wore her crossbody for security. I needed to use her to open to get my travel pass in and out. For the tube, I just use my Apple Watch, but I use a travel pass for going to the main train, and it was joy. The zip was nice. I did something I don't normally do. So normally all of my bags are organised. I've often said I don't rummage, but because this bag, for me, this is a big bag. You know, for a bag where I'm not carrying a laptop around, this is a big bag, because if I have my laptop in a bigger bag, I'm normally not carrying hardly anything else. So I actually carried a bit more than normal. So what did I have in here? I'm going to show you. You can see there, this is what I had genuinely when I went to London. Sunglasses that I absolutely did not wear because it was sunny here, and then by the time I got to London it wasn't. But anyway, I had them with me. So, sunglasses, Louis Vuitton of course, but I like these because they fit nicely. They're quite tight on the sides, and I have a very small head, so they grip and don't fall off. So I like them for that perspective. And I like them because they're not too dark as well. So when you're in betweeny weather, I think they're nice. So that's that. And then we have in there, I have this little Pandora pouch that I keep my Amazon handbag clip in, so that goes on the table, and then you can have your bag underneath. And I did actually use that because we had a little bit of lunch in Harrods. I say lunch, I had cake. I had tea and cake, obviously. And then I had, so it doesn't scratch, this gorgeous leather inside, this wet brush, hairbrush, which has a mirror with it as well. So there we go, it's quite a good brush. It's actually quite a nice brush, I have to say. Doesn't rip at your hair or anything, but compared to some of what the travel ones can do. I have my Hermes Calvi card holder because I wanted to have a bit of cash with me. And you see there my Harrods rewards card, just in case, which I did use when I bought the lipstick. And I just thought that also went nicely with the bag. I mean, the white on the bag is whiter than this. This is in the colour Natter in Epsom leather. You see that, Epsom. But it's a very handy little purse. Packet of tissues, because I never go anywhere without a packet of tissues. You never know. And also I find when you're in and out, especially when you've got this time of year, it might be a bit chilly, it might be a bit warm, it might be wet, it might be who knows what the weather's going to do. You're in and out, inside, outside. Sometimes you can get a runny nose. We don't want that in public. Or sometimes you go to the ladies and there's no loo roll left. I am prepared at all times. And then I have this because, again, I just threw it in the bag. Little makeup brush there. But there's no way that is going to mark the inside of my bag or the outside if I accidentally drop it like that. That's what I also had in here. I also had a little hourglass palette because I was running late and to do my makeup on the train. So that's it, aside from the little pouch. I had some bits and pieces in here, like a lipstick, nail file, just in case. So just a couple of little pieces that I didn't want to get lost. I didn't bother with carrying my AirPods. That's another thing I could put in here because I didn't need them. I was meeting my friend Pamela and I was going to be with her on the train journey, so it would have been quite unsociable to have done that. I'm just going to try clipping this on. Oops. this way and see what this looks like as well to show you, because I know I did it really badly in the last video. So that's what the pouch would look like if you clipped it on. Now, I might do that if I'm travelling into London. I think I would probably take that away. So it was just like that and a bit simpler. Tell me what you think, because if I'm travelling, I don't want to open my bag. Let's say I just want to put, like, say, my travel pass in there and my AirPods, say. That's quite easy. I can just get to them easily without having to open the main bag. So I do think that that is an option. It's leather against leather, so it shouldn't be scratching the bag at all. We can just move the chain forward like that. What do we think? What do we think of that? Versus like that. Anyway, so that is an option. So basically, I didn't find the bag too rummagey. I think because I didn't have too much in there. I did actually really enjoy just throwing things in. You know, sunglasses, throw it in. Throw it in. Tissues, throw it in. It's just, get it out. I think if you filled this bag completely, then you're going to be rummaging more if you can't find stuff. But I think that the opening, I'll show you here, the opening is absolutely plenty big enough for me. I'm looking at it here going, I can see everything in here, everything. So yeah, absolutely love her. I will show you how I'll show you how I styled her. Styled is probably a bit of an exaggeration of the term, because oh, I've got the little padlock on there as well, because I didn't really style that much. But I will insert a picture of what I wore and how she did look. I then also used this bag yesterday because I had a complete, I know I'm supposed to be on a diet, but I'm crap at dieting, and I had a complete craving. It was my third day of wanting the Flips salted caramel pretzel things. So I went to my local shop and bought some, and I took this because I thought, you know what, I'll get a couple of packets in there. Not both for me, one for the hubby. And yeah, so I just took her to walk 5 minutes down the road to the local shop because she was out, basically. I hadn't put her away yet because I knew I wanted to film this video for you. So yeah, I would say overall, heavier than my normal Speedy. Well, I say my normal Speedy, my Speedy 20, which is canvas and smaller. Obviously this is 25. So heavier than that. I can feel here, like just going like this, I can feel my wussy arm. There's a little bit of weight there, but it's not too much. And when you wear it crossbody, particularly with that thicker strap, it takes the weight. I wasn't feeling, and I was walking around all day, you know, I left at like 9 in the morning, you know, I had about a 20-minute walk to the station, then was walking around meeting Pamela, then was walking around London and walking all the way back again. So I did a fair bit of walking carrying this bag, including in Harrods where it was busy. So it was absolutely fine. At no point was I, oh my God, this bag is so heavy, I want to stop wearing it now. So that was really good. I found everything easily. So yeah, I have to say, first use, she was an absolute joy to wear. I would just want to say as well, when I went to Louis Vuitton, we went to the separate Louis Vuitton boot section, which is downstairs, and saw fantastic sales associates. So if anyone is thinking of going to Harrods to look at the LV Butte, I thoroughly recommend a lovely lady called Deborah. She's been a makeup artist for 15 years. She was so patient with me. I've already decided on my next purchases. Yes, there is going to be more. I know. There was always going to be an eyeshadow palette, just not yet. I now know which one I'm buying. Tried it on, she did it all for me, and I'm like, yes, this is what I was hoping it would do, and it is doing that. And it does look significantly different to this, so I am happy with that. Although I love this, I'm really, really happy. I think it's going to be one of my most used eyeshadow palettes. I may even have another clear out and get rid of some. So that's everything from me. I shall give you a bit more of a look at the eyeshadow. You get the lights. Yeah, I've got you so you've got a bit more light coming into the camera. That's all I've done. Again, as ever, filming in natural daylight. And I'm also wearing the not the Vast Lash Mascara, that's what I normally wear. The normal black Victoria Beckham mascara, but in the cocoa. That was part of the set, so quite like that. Particularly if you're fairer as well. I mean, I have black eyelashes, but it's a very dark, rich brown, so I quite like it. But if you're fairer, again, it's that bit more gentler, especially for the more mature of us, like me. So yeah, that is the makeup look, and there's Zillaby. So yeah, always wanted to share these things. Sorry, but I find good things, as you are very clear by now. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not particularly skilled at putting anything on, and I don't. Let me look at my hair. This is freshly washed. Quick dry with the air out brush for 5 minutes because I don't really have the patience. So yeah, that's me. Pop it back there, and yeah, so me and my beautiful but practical, I have to say, P9, are going to say goodbye. If you've got any questions about this bag, please let me know and I can answer them either in a comment section, or if it needs a more detailed answer, then I will film a video and go into that. But yeah, here she is. As a reminder, this is the size 25, and I think she's a perfect size, and I love her. So yeah, do take care, everybody, and I will see you very soon, hopefully, for another video. Take care. Bye bye.